My shawty pulling up with a real bad, bad. You too. Dripping my sweat.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Green Bay Packers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now Scott. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
The give is to Jones. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll look to throw here. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. With a quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now back to throw. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got a bike. Oh, he just stuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Back to throw now on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be a second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
And that's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage and then get on top of you in a heartbeat.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll set up to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. Well, of course, you want to find the end zone, but, you go on the road, you get 3 points. I think you take it.
Yeah, pretty good start to the day for them, don't you think? Right? You go out there, get the 3 points. Now, look, it's not going to silence this crowd, but it might take a little bit of steam out of them right off the top.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney.
On 1st and 10, Davenport. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On first down, Davenport. Throwing right, and that's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 6 there on first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and
trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now a first down carry by Jones. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Back there, Philly. Here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night. Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play, as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They get only 4 that time, as that leads us to a 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the post.
Leopard!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw. Davenport. And he checks this one down to Williams. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
11 more on that one and another first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. Oh, fighting off the defender. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Detroit! Detroit!
Off the play fake. Davenport. He's going to let it go deep for the... And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down now. Scott, and not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He'll drop to throw. He's got Evans. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
He'll look to throw. Now the ball comes loose. And this is going to be Packer football.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Back to throw. Davenport. And it's incomplete.
I remember growing up playing basketball. My coaches always talked about communicating on defense, making sure you talk on defense, know where your screens are, know where the cuts are coming from, who has who. Well, guess what? It's the same thing in football. Even though there's more noise out there, you can hear all the screams of screen, screen. This defense, the bench, everyone let them know what the play was, and that's why they were able to react and knock the ball away.
And it's complete. Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
Gone! 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 Hey! Pull down! Detroit!
Looking to throw. Davenport. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 4 on the play. And it's a second down.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw again. Dancing to his left. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Four down. Check. Gone!
On third down, Davenport. He's going to air one out. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to let this one go. That's caught inside the 20. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. And even 40 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Yeah, get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Remain here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words.
Lucky 56. Single, slop. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
To throw on second down. Davenport is going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Single.
Operating from the gun, Davenport. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Logan. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
He'll find his man on the comeback route. Complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 16 yards there. 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing on first down. Davenport finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
Jones. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Evans has it left side. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to throw. Over the middle to Evans. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. And that'll get him to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now the Packers get set to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do?
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Davenport. And the pressure gets to him again.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Davenport looking deep downfield. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary can really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Out of the gun now on third down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Evans. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Looking to throw. A dump underneath to Jones. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10.
Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Now back to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22.
Back down to that Philly. Here we go. Gone, 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 gone.
He'll look to throw, letting one go deep for the end zone. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back and get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They go play action here on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. He's going to get it running right. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
2nd and goal from the 1. He'll get it up the middle. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And his kick is good. And that one ups the lead to 22-0. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw again, Davenport. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Davenport. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
this defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on and it's second down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st and 10, Davenport. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Detroit! Detroit! Black 99 Philly, here we go! Detroit! Detroit! Hot! Hot!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
What a game this defense has played. They're pitching a shutout, so it'd be fun to watch down the stretch to see if their defensive coordinator continues to be as aggressive as he's been all game long.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Davenport steps away to his left. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, Davenport. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And this is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we're going to get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. Josh Jones in on the stop.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. They'll go again to Jones. He's got room to run past the 20. And they will finally get him down at the 28. That good for 19 and a first down.
And sometimes things come together exactly like you want. It's not just been the volume of carries he's had in this contest. It's been the production as well.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. A give to Jones. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. The Bucs on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Gone!
They'll drop the throw. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Now Jones. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll look to throw here. Throwing right, and that's complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st down, Scott. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Here's Jones. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 6 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They're going to look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Just get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st down, Davenport. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 48, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They'll run on 1st down. Scott, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
So for the Buccaneers, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.